Running.
Hi, I'm Janine Snow, and in May of 2016, approximately May, June, we were having a problem with our reverse osmosis system. So our plumber kind of talked us into buying the Everpure water filtration system, which we had installed under our sink and cost us like $700 or something to have that put in. Anyway, he told us after a year that we would probably have to get a new filter. So probably about May of 2017 or so, we started getting these weird stringy white things, which I'm going to show you in a minute, in our water. And it was like, oh, okay, well, it's probably time to, it's been a year, so that makes sense, we'll change the filter. So we ordered a filter, actually ordered it from Amazon, the Everpure filter, the same numbered one as what's on there. Got the filter, hooked it all up, absolutely no difference, like all these stringy white things in the water. So I contacted my plumber and I said, what the heck is going on? You know, like, and basically he said the system is very simple, that, and we'll show you all the parts that are there, but he said it's got to be the filter. He said, why don't you contact Everpure directly, you know, and tell them the problem, and you know, maybe they'll send you a filter, you know, directly from Everpure to make sure it's a good filter. So I said, okay, you know, so we did that. We contacted you guys, we ordered a filter, and you kindly sent us one for no charge, which was wonderful. So we put on the new filter that you guys sent us, and we said, and the water was clear. And we were, oh man, that was a problem. We must have got a bunk filter from Amazon. Well, now it's been a couple months ago. I've been too busy to make this video for you guys. I had a big party at my house, so I was too busy. But anyway, so probably about 2 or 3 weeks after we installed the brand new filter that you guys gave us, here comes the white stringy things again. And it's been ever since, and it's so bad that we're afraid to drink this water. So now my husband's going to show you how our system is hooked up. The same faucet where the Everpure spigot is, our regular water does not have the white stringy stuff. And our refrigerator, which also comes from here, does not have the white stringy stuff, which we're thinking might be because the fridge might have its own water filter. We're not sure, but I think so. Anyway, so let my husband show you how this is all hooked up, and then I'll show you the water, what's happening.
This is our regular faucet. When we run the water out of this faucet, we do not get the white strings. This is where our Everpure comes out, is right here, and I'll show you underneath. Right here is our cold water. That copper tubing there goes down under and ends up right down here where it splits, goes to the fridge. The other half goes to our filtering system right here, which runs up to this. So it's pretty much a 1 T-split that goes from the cold water to the Everpure and to the fridge. And then this other, the one that goes down goes to the fridge and the Everpure. The one that goes up goes straight back up to this faucet right here. So we're going to go ahead and show you the difference.
And all the lines are new, by the way. When the plumber installed this, everything was new. The spigot, the lines, everything. So
I just put it on cold.
I'm just going to get enough in here to so you can kind of see. That might be enough. So
hold it up higher. There you go.
Okay, so the water's pretty clear directly from the faucet. All right, so I'm going to dump that out. Should we go show them the fridge? It's the same from the fridge.
Do the next one first, this one.
Okay, so the fridge is clear as well. Now, just fill up enough so you can see.
See those little things in there, the little white things going around? That's what is happening.
And they get better and worse. Sometimes there's not as many. Sometimes there's a whole bunch, but they're always there. To where we don't want to drink this water. It's
We had somebody from the city water come out,
oh yeah.
and
Oops.
they said, "We'll try to heat it. Maybe it's something, you know, that heat will take care." Can you see now all the little white things?
Can you see them from your angle, Doug?
I saw them as
video?
you're pouring.
I can put more water in there if you need me to.
Well, I see them. I could
Okay.
see them as we're doing it.
Okay.
It's
All
just
right.
now I don't see them as much.
Okay. So yes, these stringy white things, we were told if they're mineral deposits, they'll go away if you heat up the water, which does not happen. I heated up the water in my microwave. They're still there. This is exactly what started happening when our old filter was a year old. Just like that. It was fine for a year, and then it turned into that. And both the new filters we've gotten are doing this same thing. So we're just wondering if
They're settling now on the bottom. You can see them all on the bottom. I just hope the video shows. It showed pretty clear when you're
Okay.
pouring it, but
Yeah.
not as clear
Okay.
once you stop pouring it.
Right. Okay, so anyway, I don't know if this is an issue with the filter. I've talked to my plumber. He says there are no parts or pieces in this system that could be doing this. He said the only thing he could think of is somehow we got two bad filters. So
Well, yeah.
I
just
don't know. We are at a complete loss. We have a $700 and something water system that we cannot use.
Yeah, we don't drink out of that
We
at all. We're
cannot
afraid
drink this.
to.
We cannot use this. Pretty soon, my refrigerator, I'm afraid if it is the filter that's filtering it out, that fridge filter is going to go bad, and then it's going to start doing the same thing in the fridge, which is the only place I'm getting filtered water from right now. And
it's not an Everpure. It doesn't go through the Everpure. It's just a straight water filter through the refrigerator.
oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, the fridge water doesn't go through the Everpure.
No.
Okay. Well, okay. So for whatever reason, that's why I've been using the fridge, because it's the only clear water I have. I can't use this water.
Right.
I'm afraid of what that is. So I don't know. We need your guys' help. If you want to send us another filter, we'll try another filter. But this is a major issue. I cannot use this system the way it is right now. It's a terrible. So please help us. Thank you. Bye. This is part 2 of our video about the Everpure water filter problem. What happened at the end of part 1 was we had part 1 done, and then I was going to call Everpure and find out where to send the video to, which I did, and I got transferred around a little bit, but I got a hold of a gentleman named Tom, who told me for the very first time something I'd never been told by anybody after talking to about 5 people, that we had to sanitize our system, apparently, because I guess stuff gets into the system. So I want to show you something. This faucet here, it actually was installed after we had the white flake problem start. Someone said, oh, maybe it's in your faucet. So you got a new faucet, and we put that on. So this will be part of the sanitation, but I'm just letting you know this is brand new and only was replaced after we already had the problem. I guess we should have cleaned this, but we showed you all the pipes and everything in part 1. So the only thing I think it could be would be like this little head right here. Like this head, if this got something in it, or these pipe or the lines that were brand new less than a year before the problem started. So I'll be honest, I'm very skeptical that this is really going to do anything, but we're going to do what Everpure said to do. So I bought this sanitizing tank that Everpure said to buy. I went online, he told me to get it from Amazon and just make sure it said by Everpure, which I did. So here it is, and he gave us the instructions, so we're going to go ahead and hook this up, and then once we have it hooked up, we'll turn the video back on and show you what we're doing. Now we've opened up the package, we took some pictures of the cartridge, and we're about ready to do what the instructions say. So it says to grab this thing and pull this out, so I'm going to do that.
We've also already lubricated the gasket.
Right, that's already lubricated. Now it says a teaspoon of bleach. Go ahead and put, whoops, that's okay, teaspoon of bleach into the empty cartridge. And they said to put this back on. Okay, now I'm going to grab the camera and let my husband do the rest. So now we're going to go ahead and install it. Oops, we got to take the old filter off.
Well, yeah, you don't take the old filter off until you put this one on.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, there's a valve up here you shut off. You may have to get a wrench to do it.
Well, I may stop the video while
Pause it.
he goes and gets a wrench. Okay, so we got a wrench right there, that kind of wrench. We loosened it.
It goes over this like this, and then it just loosens it like that.
Okay, and so we're going to take off the old filter now. And put on the sanitizing filter like they told us to do. I already put the bleach in there.
Right, bleach is in. I'm going to turn it on.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to pause it for a second.
All right. So now we're going to bring this on open.
Okay.
We're going to go to...
We're supposed to smell chlorine, or...
I smell it.
You smell it?
Yep.
Okay. So now once we smell the chlorine, we're supposed to turn it off.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And now we're going to leave it just like we were instructed. We're going to let it sit overnight.
Right. And we'll see you in the morning.
And then we will, in the morning, we will continue the video and see what happened. Hello, back again. Okay, so we sanitized the system. Totally followed the instructions. It's been overnight, yada, yada, yada. We've now been running the water for like 15 minutes. And right now, it does appear to be nice and clear. You can see, I don't see any more of those white stringy things in there. Now, we still have the sanitizing tank on there. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go ahead and install another one of these filters. Now that we're pretty confident it's running clear right now, we're going to go ahead and install the filter. Now, I just want to remind you, in case I didn't tell you in the first video, I think I did, but the last time we installed a new filter, before we sanitized the system, like the last time, the water was clear for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then it got the stringy things again. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and install this, and we're going to start using our system and pray to God that the sanitizing worked and that this doesn't happen after 2 or 3 weeks again, because that's going to be a real problem. Okay, so I think that's it.
Got the new filter, came out of this box. This is the new filter.
Came out of that big box.
This thing here, yeah, came out of that big box. No paper, just this inside that big box.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna open it up.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and install this.
Yep. And I'll put
And
that piece on it.
then we will wait, and like we said, we'll wait and see what happens. Hopefully we won't have another video. But if we have white stringy things again, we'll see you in part 3. Hello, well, we're back again about the Everpure problem with our filter. The last video I did, I believe it was on September 10th, so that's about 3.5 months ago. Now about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I just haven't had time. I'd say it's been a good 3 weeks ago. I haven't had time to make this video, so we're having the white streaks again. After about 3 months, I would say, is when it started. So let's try it now. I don't know, you know, sometimes it comes out kind of clear, so we'll see what happens. But most of the time, we get the white stringy things. There they are. Okay, so can you see that or not? See them
Yep,
swimming
yep,
around
yep,
there?
yep.
Okay. This isn't actually bad. Some days when I get up in the morning to make my coffee, they're just as bad as they ever were. So today is December 24th. We're filming this right before our company comes for Christmas Eve. Does that have a timestamp or date stamp or anything? Okay. So here's the problem. These filters are like $100 each. We were told they're going to last us a year. At this rate, we're going to have to sanitize and buy a new filter once every 3 months, which isn't reasonable. I can't spend $100 every 3 months and go through a sanitation thing with a filter. So now we have a real problem. Like I thought this solved the problem before, but it did for 3 months. So what are we going to do? I need your help, Everpure, because that's not reasonable that every 3 months I have to buy a new $100 filter. So I'm sending you this video, and I hope to talk to you about what we can do. My idea, you're probably thinking, well, what does she want us to do? Well, I was prepared to buy a new $100 filter once a year. Maybe if I'm going to have one 4 times a year, maybe you can sell me one direct from Everpure for $25 4 times a year. I don't know what you want to do, but this isn't reasonable. So I'll talk to you. Thank you.